Hey guys, what the f is up? It's RudeBoyBlader here, and I'm here on Black Ops Cold War, and I'm showcasing Dark Matter Ultra Camouflage. In order to get Dark Matter Ultra, guys, you have to unlock every single camouflage in multiplayer for every single weapon. So, sit back and enjoy, guys. Alright, so we're starting this off with the XM4 Assault Rifle Alpha, man. The Commando. So I'm going to say this weapon is a classic. I give it a 4 out of 5. It is a good weapon. However, in Warzone, it is not viable no longer. This is like summer 2022. This is like last year during the meta. Unfortunately, it's not good anymore. But in Black Ops multiplayer, this shit is nice. Very nice. Alright, we have the AK-47. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this weapon shreds in Warzone. It shreds in Warzone. It is beautiful. It is fully viable. Oh my god, I didn't think that I would prefer this weapon over the Commando, the XM4, because, you know, that's been a classic since Black Ops 1. But the AK, there's just no being in it, and it's still nice in Warzone and Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Now, we have the Krig 6. It's a pretty good weapon. It's pretty good. It's extremely accurate. It's extremely accurate, right? I haven't used it in Warzone in a while, but I know it's extremely accurate. Its damage overall is pretty consistent, and in multiplayer, it's just a laser beam for Black Ops Cold War. It is a laser beam. I think it's a good weapon, and I do recommend it. Now we have the QBZ. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I haven't really used this weapon, only when I was grinding Dark Matter, but even at the same time, other than Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, I would not really recommend this in Warzone. It is a previous Call of Duty, a previous meta, so, you know, it is what it is. Now we have the famous FAMAS Black Ops 1 Classic. This gun was a beast during 2021 in the Black Ops Cold War season. It was beautiful while it lasted in the meta, but unfortunately it's no longer viable inside of Warzone unless it's a close encounter. Other than that, in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, I strongly suggest this weapon. It is great. Now, the C58. This weapon punches pretty fucking hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's like MP5 if it was an assault rifle. But damn, like, this weapon is great. It packs a really hard punch. I'd recommend it in both multiplayer and Warzone. It's just that recoil is kind of high. I'm not sure about Warzone, but hey, man, you know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, or just use it. Now, we have the MP5. The MP5 is a classic. I recommend it across the board. Instant hit. Instant certified hood classic, son. What the are you doing if you haven't used this weapon? You know, so other than close range engagements, I would not recommend this for medium range engagements. It's a beautiful weapon and a Call of Duty staple. Now we have the Milano 821. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this weapon is more accurate for like medium ranges and close ranges. I feel like it excels in medium range engagements, but via the attachment options, whatever you can put on it to make it more viable, I feel like this weapon is a good gun. But however, in Warzone, I feel like it does hit pretty weak. It hits pretty weak in Warzone in my eyes, but honestly, it's different for everybody. So hey, maybe you like it, and you know, I feel like with certain attachments, this gun could really pop off. However, in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, use it. It is a great weapon. The AK-74U, man, this weapon is excellent. It's absolutely excellent. I would still recommend it in Warzone. I feel like it's just a beautiful weapon all around. Like, this weapon is super viable. I highly recommend it in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, as it is like the little brother to the AK-47. And they just go hand in hand. It's so funny, history says the same thing. Like, AK-74U, they're just amazing weapons, so viable. Now we got the KSP-45. I'm going to be so bluntly deadass. This weapon sucks. I don't know why would you put a 3 bullet burst submachine gun, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. It sucks in multiplayer and it sucks in Warzone. It's only good in hardcore. Now we have the LC-10. Came out with DLC. Like, oh my god, this weapon was ultra sweaty. It's still viable inside of Warzone and of course Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Like, it's a very great weapon and I highly recommend you use it, man. That weapon is ultra sweaty, god damn it. Now we have the Bullfrog, man. The Bullfrog is also a very great weapon. No, I lied. It is not a good weapon at all. It is, like, the only thing that's good about this weapon is its ammo magazine capacity. Like, that is the only thing that's good about this weapon. The only time I used this was in hardcore because those hit markers will piss you off. I don't know how people like this weapon, but hey, it's what you like. Now we have the PPSH-41. The PPSH is a good weapon, I feel like, but it's only good when you're up close. Like, for longer ranges, I don't feel like it's good enough. I mean, of course, because it's a submachine gun, but like compared to all the other PPSHs in these Call of Duties, Vanguard, etc., it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like the PPSH could have been better here. Now, the MAC-10. This is the sweatiest weapon of Black Ops Cold War. The sweatiest weapon. If you wasn't using this weapon, what the is wrong with you? In Warzone, this weapon dominated Warzone. And I'd argue you could still use it and it will still dominate in close range encounters. This shit is crazy. Yo, now we have the nail gun. I put it close to the submachine guns because it's like, dude, this is... I don't recommend it, guys. It literally shoots nails. It's weak. It's weak and I would not recommend it, guys. Please don't use it unless it's hardcore. Now we have the tactical rifles, Type 63. Guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you. The only time I used this weapon is when I was grinding specifically Dark Matter Ultra, and even then, like, I didn't use this unless it was hardcore, so I don't have a good enough estimate, and I haven't used it in Warzone, but I would still not recommend it. I'm pretty sure. The only thing that's good about it is its accuracy, of course, because it's semi-auto, but I don't know any other redeeming qualities. Hey, now we have the classic, the M16. This shit is beautiful. This shit is top-notch. This shit is a f***ing powerhouse. God damn it, the M16 is a instant hit classic. Accurate from long ranges, and those attachments would make this shit super viable for close range, but it would knock its power down. That's the only reason it doesn't have a 5, but this weapon is amazing. Black Ops Cold War, perfect. Warzone, it has its downgrades, but it's still a good weapon. The AUG. Now, the AUG is a good weapon. I highly recommend it in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, but the thing about it is now, with the AUG, is that, unfortunately, it doesn't hit as hard inside of Warzone, of course, you know, other than the meta. I hate talking about the meta. Like, it's just the gun viability. It doesn't hit as strong, you know, like as the M16 or something of its nature, but hey, you know what I'm saying? If you still want to use it, hey, go ahead. But Now, the DMR-14. I remember when there was one particular season, this weapon dominated Warzone. Absolutely dominated Warzone. Unfortunately, that's not it. That was like season 1 or 2 of Black Ops Cold War. But unfortunately, that was like over a year ago. Soon it's going to be 2 years in 2023, like January 2021. But unfortunately, hey, man, it got knocked off, and I would not recommend it at all. Only in hardcore, man. Why are you using this? Now, the Stoner 63. This weapon is amazing. I would highly recommend it because this is so accurate. It's like a goddamn laser beam for an LMG. I'd highly recommend this. Please use this weapon. Use this weapon if you're into long-range engagements, because this weapon is still viable. I still feel like it hits. Maybe not the hardest, but it's still ultra viable, guys. And especially with the perfect attachments, this shit will really, really, really knock down some kids. I believe it. So, hey, I'd recommend the Stoner 63. Now, the RPD. Okay, if I'm 100 in Warzone, it's like, I don't see anybody using this weapon inside of Warzone. Nobody using this weapon inside of Warzone. Like, other than Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, this weapon is just, I don't know what the hell to say about it. Like, it's there. It's honestly just there. It shreds. It shreds in multiplayer, don't get me wrong, but Warzone, it's like radio silent. I have not seen anybody use the RPD other than ground loot or just like in the gulag. So, I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't use it. It's not the best. It's not the best LMG compared to all the other options that you have inside of Warzone and in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The M60. Now, this gun will your shit up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This gun is heavy hitting. There was a reason that Rambo was using this shit. This weapon will literally like shred you to pieces. And Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, this shit, I feel like this shit shreds crazy. But now in Warzone, of course, its recoil is crazy. I haven't used it in a while. I haven't seen this shit since Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, but I would wager that this shit still makes a heavy punch. Like, goddamn, this weapon is real heavy, son. Like, it's crazy, and it packs a real punch. Damn, look at that dark matter. Look at that dark matter. God damn, looking crispy, baby. Now, the Hue 77. Don't ever use this piece of shit. This weapon is garbage. Please, don't ever use it. If you're using it, just know I'm out there somewhere laughing at you. At Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, yes, it is viable. But if you're using this in Warzone, you will get this shit. I've gotten one taps with it, but it's so don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't recommend it. Now, the Spaz 12. I will call it the Spaz 12. This weapon will always be meta inside of Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. For close range encounters, this weapon will really up, but it has to be close range. This weapon is amazing. However, like in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, this shit will up. But Warzone, it did get knocked down, but it's still pretty good. Now, we have the Pellington 703. Pellington, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all snipers are good if you aim from the chest up, you know, or the neck up. You have to be really accurate, but the Pellington, its damage fall off. It may not be as strong as the other snipers, but it's extremely stylish. God damn, that animation is just a classic. And like it's a good weapon. I really feel that way, but you just have to be accurate. It sure may not be the strongest sniper, but I feel like the Pellington, if you're accurate, you can really hit people and one tap them, dare I say. Now we have the M82 sniper rifle. This weapon, I'm not gonna lie, I rated it higher than what I thought just because it's semi-auto, and I feel like this shit could really snap people. It could, if you aim high enough. It's a real emphasis on aiming high with the sniper rifles because you can really knock people down. Of course, it's that little recoil in there, of course, because it's semi-auto. It's not like lever action, but this will really hit people if you're accurate and if you study the recoil pattern good enough. You can knock down a ton of people. Now, the Tundra, once again, now this is a try-hard weapon, y'all. Try-hard weapon. The Tundra is like the Pellington, except way goddamn beefier. It will your shit up from, like, the chest up. The Pellington is like the neck up, but if you aim, like, the chest up, you will one-tap people. In Warzone, I feel like this weapon still holds up from all the snipers in Cold War. From the base snipers. This weapon is the best, and if you still want to use it in Warzone, hell yeah, I recommend it, y'all. You will love this gun. Now, the 1911, y'all. 1911. I'm not gonna lie, this weapon is just a classic. Like, of course, you spawn in with it on Warzone, so I'm not gonna rate it too high, so it's okay. But in Black Ops Cold War, in multiplayer, it's good. Now, Magnum. Now, the Magnum for Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, it goes fucking crazy. In Warzone, I felt like that shit was it was pretty good in Warzone, but like I feel like it got nerfed now, so it's not as good as it once was. And if anything, I would not recommend you using the single-wheeled Magnum. I would strongly suggest using a dual-wheeled Magnum, and that would make it hit way harder and even probably make it meta, probably. Now, the Diameti. This gun goes crazy in both multiplayer and Black Ops I mean, multiplayer. Black Ops Cold War multiplayer in Warzone. This weapon, bro, it will f you up. You can have a full weapon and a Diameti will still f you up, y'all. That's how good the Diameti is. Amp 63. This weapon is okay. It is literally just okay because it's magazine size. It just doesn't hit the notch. You get like just about enough to kill somebody. Yeah, they upgraded it, but it's just not good enough, man. It's not good enough. The Marshall f***ing sucks. I'm sorry, Warzone guys. The Marshalls suck. I'm sorry. I was so disappointed when I grinded and I sweated this weapon just for it to suck in Warzone. However, on Black Ops multiplayer, these shits will always be meta. Always. Always. And by always be meta, I mean the dual marshals, guys. They will always be meta. It's so I still play Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, VIP escort, or multiplayer in general. You'll get like two tap, and it's just over with this. If not, one tap and it's over. As for Warzone, these shits suck. Don't use it. Now the launchers, I don't think I'm really gonna rate them because, you know, they're rocket launchers. Certain ones they're rocket launchers. You know, auto lock on, Sigma 3. The only time I was using this when I was literally grinding for dark matter camo. I mean, hey, it looks cool with dark matter on it, of course, but other than shooting down UAVs, I'm not gonna use it. RPG 7 now, guys. The RPG 7 is a great weapon for free firing. I'd even recommend it in Warzone. You know, it's a good weapon. I have used it in Warzone not only to troll and piss people off, but it's still good. Like, it's great. If you're accurate enough and you know the rocket pattern, boom, use that bad boy. The M79. Guys, this will always be meta in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. I've seen a lot of sweat plays with this. You know, it's boom, hit him with this weapon and then switch to your primary. And in Warzone, it's kind of a gamble, but it's still pretty good if you ask me. Now, the knife, guys. The melee weapons. Hey, I'm RudeBoyBlader, guys. There's Blader in my name for a reason because I love finishing moving people and I love melee knifing people in the most wicked ways. I mean, how can you not love a melee weapon? That's just a one-hit instant kill. It's so crazy. One-hit instant kill, y'all. So, I love it, man. I love it. Now we're here with the ballistic knife. Once again, a Black Ops 1 special. Like, it's an instant classic. I love that you could shoot it from a projectile. You have a knife as a projectile, and of course you have a knife as your melee weapon. So how badass is that shit? I love it. It's great. It's cool. I love to see it. I'm happy to see it return from Black Ops 1. It may not be as good in Warzone. Unfortunately, that sucks, but it's still good to see the weapon. And, you know, it's really a cool detail once you're out of ammo that you can see, you know, it's missing a knife, obviously. It's a cool detail. That's it. Now we have the sledgehammer. Dark matter sledgehammer, y'all. The Mario Brothers didn't have this shit expected at all, man. It's a pretty good weapon. And that's the thing about, you know, more of the melee weapons coming up. It's hilarious because I had to pretty much go for dark matter again. For DLC weapons, you know, you can unlock them with the base weapons and both DLC weapons. But after that, like, once you unlock new DLC weapons, you have to go for the grind again for the weapon. And I didn't mind that for the melee weapons. I did not mind that for any of them. The baseball bat is just cool, you know what I'm saying? The Wakizashi sword is just cool. The sledgehammer is cool. I just did that because I love literally using melee weapons and getting up close and personal to people, man. Love it. So guys, I really hope everybody enjoyed the video, guys. It took a lot for me to sweat and edit everything, especially grind all this, so it would mean a lot if y'all like this, and I hope you all have a great day. Check out the content on the channel!